Honey, would you pick it up?
Sure.
Slay headquarters here. Who is this?
Hello guys, it's Tuesday evening. Haven't you forgot something?
Uh-oh.
Power up the studio. Turn on the mixer. Log into Slay Radio.
Okay.
We'll be right with you. We have a bit of technical problem, but we'll get right on it.
What a surprise. Start.
Again,
Yeah,
we don't have Facebook, but fuck it. We have our regular streams and YouTube. So here we go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tuesday evening, 8 p.m., and you're listening to the home of Commodore 64 remixes, Slay Radio. Let us spice up your evening with Slaygon's incoherent ramblings
Anywho, Hazel.
and Ziona's pro dance moves to the best selection of remixes, sits, and demoscene tracks. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this thing. Slay tuned.
Have you opened that microphone?
No, of course not. I'm busy doing other shit here.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Yeah, it's almost Tuesday evening.
Yeah.
It's just, we just barely recognize what's the time here. Of course, in the middle of the week, we had 1st May, which is probably all around Europe is a day off or a bank holiday. So technically, it's Monday as well today, but... and of course, tomorrow will be Friday, as we noticed, because Wednesday was Saturday. So we got totally confused by those things. So never mind. So yeah, it's Thursday evening, technically, according to the calendar, and we do this show because
Reasons.
No, let me share the reasons. This is like a very interesting happening in Slay Radio's history, I think, because you said that first time in 20 years the domain provider or your hosting provider totally died. Like they completely right before we wanted to do the show on Tuesday. So I'm actually pretty happy that we didn't have live interviewee. That would be very unpleasant. So we didn't have to reschedule the show with anyone else but us, and that's why we try to do this today, and let's hope that no glitches or issues will happen. Since it never happened before within 20 years, there is a high chance that it won't happen again today, but who knows, you know? And since Slaygon is doing gold from any glitches, he set up a YouTube stream on Tuesday evening when we had completely no relays, no streaming, and no website. He actually set up YouTube streaming there. And is it still running, by the way?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. And will it be running in the near future?
It will be running at some point, yes.
At some point. Okay. Yes. So, at some point you just go to YouTube and you can enjoy Slay Radio just the way you do on the website as well. And until that point, you can only enjoy the live shows there, the ones that we do now. And of course, how about Facebook? Because Facebook is not our friend for 2 weeks now, it looks like.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on there, because I tested all of this fucking thing with YouTube and everything, and Facebook. But still, no dies. Trying to see if I can go live, but it just refuses.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's fun.
And by refusing, we mean it's completely buggy. So that means that we really tried everything to go on air or online on Facebook. But actually, even when we are not broadcasting, it says we are broadcasting. So it's very, very confusing. And there are several glitches there. We have no idea what's going on with Facebook for the second week now. But yeah, it would be great to welcome our listeners there as well. But in exchange, Slaygon said at least that you will have like us on camera. Do we have the camera set up?
Yeah, they're actually online right now.
Oh Jesus, yeah, right.
On YouTube.
Yeah, so you can go on YouTube and you can not only listen but see what is going on. But I think the camera won't be all the time showing us. Hopefully not.
No.
So there will be other things coming up as well. And about that, ask Slaygon, because I don't know much about it. But certainly he's the one in charge with the video streaming part.
Yeah, funny. Network is unreachable.
On Facebook?
Yeah, but now it actually says that we are connected, so maybe we are streaming somewhere on Facebook, but I have no fucking idea where.
We are streaming, but no one is able to find it. Great, never mind.
I don't know. I haven't asked anyone yet. So maybe someone has found us somewhere on there, but I haven't at least. Anyway. Never mind.
It's
just Facebook.
Okay, so let us prepare you for today's show topic as well, since Revision 2019 happened between 19th of April and 22nd. So it always happens on Easter weekends each year, and it runs under the name of Revision since 2011. So this was the 9th party that they held. It was held in Saarbrücken, Germany. And it's probably the biggest demoscene-only event in the entire world, I would say, because there is the Finnish assembly, but the Finnish assembly also has game-related things, and it was always like that. So I would say that Revision is probably the biggest demoscene experience that you can get through the entire year. If you want to go to your first demoscene party ever, this is really worth it, and it has over 1,000 visitors annually. So and of course each year they have a kind of theme to build the party around, and they had a great invitation, and here comes the jingly invitation music of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain speaking. On behalf of the Orga team, thank you for flying with us and have a pleasant stay on board. This is Revision Airways, proud member of All-Star Alliance.
Fly with us tonight. The Compo's gonna be real tight.
us now and then. The wings of Sabrica. Everyone aboard, taking seats. Let's get ready for revision. It's a blast, because each bite matters to us. Now everyone aboard, fly with these. We have many televisions. We the best, because coffee matters to us. Everyone aboard. Everyone aboard.
So everyone aboard, this was the invitation music of Revision, and it's also important because they arranged a compo around this song, or most probably the samples or elements that they had from it. So it is really funny, and they had several compos. They had actually 5 music compos, and from those, one music compo was called the fast music compo. The participants had to do a new type of music from those elements that you could hear in the invitation music, and they had only 24 hours to do that, but there were really funny entries. And guess who won that compo? Slaygon.
LMan.
Yes, it was him. So since this entry
With a
is
summary thingy. No, a reggae type thing.
yeah, exactly. So since this entry is not that long, I think that right after the invitation music we should play this, because it's a funny one. And after that we will come with the first request of the evening, and more or less you can count on that, like every second song will be from Revision, so you will hear something new as well, and you can request your favorite remixes as you could get used to it, C64, Amiga, or anything else like Seed Originals. And we have a YouTube streaming with a cam, and people noticed it. And yes, we have a delay between our talking and the picture, because this is very obvious that it happens.
Well, I think you have, but I might not have. So, but nobody can see that because I have a big fat microphone in front of my face.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Just so you know, Loki gave us the feedback on IRC. So yes. But
Nice.
your delay is not visible. I get it. So here comes LMan and LManic Airways.
This is Captain LMan speaking. Welcome aboard.
Everyone aboard, taking seats. Let's get ready for revision. It's a blast, because each bite matters to us. Now everyone aboard, fly with ease. We have many televisions. We the best, because coffee matters to us. Fly with us tonight. The compo's gonna be real tight. They call us now and then. The wings of Sabrican.
Thank you for flying LManic Airways.
Yay, that was it.
Yeah, thank you, Tron, for that voiceover. I think it's Tron, at least.
Yeah, ask him, because I'm not sure if he was on the party. Does he visit PC or multi-platform demo scene parties as well?
I don't know if they're close enough, I guess.
Well, yeah, Germany is not that far.
Yeah.
So, and it's really a hell of an event, I would say. So, the previous parties, namely Breakpoint and Makke Symposium, they were organized from very early on in the demo scene history. And I was at one of the Breakpoints in 2005. That was seriously one of the best demoscene experiences ever. So, and the feeling of the party is pretty much similar or even better than it was. So people keep repeating that, the scene is dying and it will die at one point, blah, blah, blah. But it still looks like it's very much alive. So, at one point, I don't know. It's dying for 20 years already, or... Yeah, exactly. So, looks like we have the first request of the evening. And I will play a prequest of Lala as well, but he prequested his revision request like 2 weeks before. But since we had a fast loader show, since we had a fast loader show last time, we decided to proceed with revision songs later. So the later is now, and we will definitely show some nice entries later on. And
okay, just stupid update here. Now apparently they reverted the way of streaming again, so I have no fucking idea what they're doing. But we're live on Facebook now as well.
Wow! So. Hi Facebook. Never mind. Yeah, not right from the start, but we are alive. And TPFO requested an Amigaremix, dusty and echoing 2019 metal version. So I will play it as the first official request of the evening now.
Krang.
Yeah, a krang. A krang is expected over these songs.
Always.
Yeah, Lucky, I don't intend to do any sort of live things except playing songs today, so I'm sorry. I know I have the keyboards in front of me, even 2 of them, but that's not what I'm going to do. So thank you for your question. But I might, might do something in October. But we will see, because we don't know exactly if it will be the 2nd or the 3rd weekend of October. But we got this little news last week from Fastloaders that there will be a BitLive this year as well. So looking forward to that. But before that, we are looking forward to Hull and the concert as well, and
Indeed.
and we are looking forward to many things. Actually, I cannot really keep track of the things and trips that we are going to do in the near future. So yeah, I'm pretty confused on a sort of way, busy, but that's really nice. And I assume, Slaygon, that we cannot really play PRG files here. Do you have any emulators on the desktop?
No, I do not.
Ah, that's so bad.
It's the studio machine.
Yeah, I get it. Still, you could have one. Or still, we could be able to play some music from my machine.
Yes,
and then
we'll sort that for next time.
Okay.
We'll sort that for next time, so we can play stuff from there and here as well.
Excellent.
So, but yeah, ran out of time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, doesn't matter. I will look after this thingy. And yeah, we have something else prepared because...
Interesting. My mother just said that we are not audible on the Facebook stream.
Oh.
I don't know.
So we are only visible but not audible?
Yeah. Let me see. Hold on. Where are we? There. I think she has muted us.
Yeah, it's very easy to mute actually the videos, and the most funny thing is that I even noticed fairly recently.
And the YouTube works as well.
Great. Yeah, not confusing at all to hear yourself still. It's like, it doesn't matter for how long you do any sort of broadcasting. I was talking about this today with my colleague, and she is actually thinking of doing some sort of podcast or something. And it doesn't really matter for how long you do such things. Your own voice to hear is always confusing, and it will be always confusing. And I suspect you will never get used to it, but never mind, really. So yeah, that's the way how it works. And I prepared something very nice here, another winner of another music compo, which was namely the Executable music compo at Revision. And this entry won the competition. It was made by Gargaj. Gargaj, yeah. Gargaj, who is, if you are a demo singer, most probably you know his name. He is a member of Conspiracy. A group that kind of took over for a while the scene with their 64K intros. So because of that, they are pretty good at, and Gargaj is pretty good with generated voices, sounds, synths and everything. And this piece of little ditty was 30 kilobytes. In its original form, and of course here it comes the rendered version.
Now that we know the music has stopped, what can we do about it?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 30 kilobytes executable music compo winner made by Gargaj. And if some of you remember to a demo called Chaos Theory, then definitely Gargaj's style is still very recognizable.
Indeed.
So, yeah. Hungarians, haha. Yeah. So.
DMC on YouTube says, just a quick question. Are you both talking into Shure SM7B microphones? Yeah. And
What
he
a
said,
good observer.
Of course you are, because you are professionals.
Oh.
He's got...
Or some sort. Yeah, so professionals. Yeah, it's all the equipment's fault, actually, if we fuck it up. Never mind.
Yeah, it's what you say in like photography, or when you do movies or music or whatever. Yeah, just fix it in post.
And you have duct tape with you as well,
Yeah,
just to fix, patch up things.
Yeah, and I used the duct tape to get us on Facebook.
Good job. F.
Mm.
That must be very unpleasant for everyone.
Sorry about that.
Gosh. Yeah, and feel free to ask for more requests. We still have time. And the fact that we play every second song today from Revision doesn't mean that you cannot request songs. So just go ahead and ask for any favorite 64 or Amiga favorite of yours.
Please do that on the slayradio.org homepage or the IRC channel on EFNet.
Yep.
Hello, Leia. Wave, wave.
Wave, wave, wave.
Yeah, she says hello on IRC. Hello, Malthus. Hello.
Yeah, and Martin has a point. Wow, Chaos Theory was like 15 years ago. Yes. Yes, and guess what? The group Conspiracy was formed at the New Year's Eve party. Slightly before the New Year's Eve party, I think. It was in secret, because the guys kept it secret for half year until they came out with the first release that made everyone wondering what the hell. And it happened in 2003. Yes, New Year's Eve of
well, that's like yesterday.
Almost like yesterday, and that was the same New Year's Eve when I heard my first 64 remixes. Yeah, that was an instant falling in love, so I couldn't get rid of it after it. Yeah.
And yes, Malthus, there is an out of sync problem with the camera over there by Ziona.
Only by me.
Yeah, it's a network type camera, because we couldn't get the other DSLR to work properly. Where is the other one anyway? Oh, here. This one. This fucker didn't work.
Just so you know.
We have a latency. Mine shouldn't have that much. That one shouldn't have that much of a latency. But yeah, sorry about that. We'll try to sort that out for some other time.
Other time.
Yeah.
You just cannot sort out everything at once. You always have to keep some surprises for the next show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in case anyone joins just now, you can join the discussion on our traditional old school IRC on EFNet network to Slay Radio channel as well, just so you know. So, the second request of the evening is LP Chip's request, and he said, "Hello Ziona, given that I can request any song I want, can you sing Last Ninja 2 hymn for me? If you can't sing or don't want to, then Puffy 64's version instead." No, not this time. I
Don't have
think
enough lungs to do that one.
Yeah, exactly. And for one occasion, camera is very enough for everyone. I think it's like a new thing as well. So I won't go instantly to performer mode. I'm sorry. But definitely we can play Puffy 64's Last Ninja 2, the hymn for you.
The hymn.
The hymn.
Enemies leaving the streets above me. This US presents
my breath never end?
Will my quest ever
Will my breath never end?
Abhijit, be careful what you wish for, because you get the singing part, but shh, enough. Yeah, you have big lungs, we know that, but
Oh, sorry.
Jesus. Yeah.
No, not quest. Breath. Will my breath never end?
No, your breath will never end. Yeah, and thank
How
you.
to annoy all listeners.
What?
The art of annoying all listeners.
Yeah, okay, you're a master of that, are you? Talking about the oxygen and such stuff. And we don't even have ammunition to do that today. Just so you see, probably you see his table. If not, I'm just telling you, he doesn't have any alcohol on his table.
No, they do not see my table.
Yeah, and
None of the tables. I have one over there and one down here and one over here.
yeah, now that you rearranged everything, of course, it's like all new, even for us. But it's nice because at least there's a path now.
Yeah, you can actually get into
and-
the room without having to jump over a shit bunch of cables and chairs and boxes and shit.
Yeah, that's really an advantage, I would say. And thank you, GCS, for your compliment about my voice. But this is not about others' voice. I think it's like if you are a presenter or broadcaster, it's your own voice specifically because you hear yourself in a different way than others hear you. And when you hear or see yourself, especially like hearing and seeing yourself, that's like so confusing. I'm so glad I don't see myself now in the webcam on the stream. I'm really grateful, and yeah. I'm not really sure I want to. So.
And it would probably be a bit confusing for you because on the image you have a lag, like a 2-second lag, I think it is.
Yeah, I guess so. And Loki, that's quite cute. He says that, oh fuck, this IRC chat is so addictive. I can't work on the analysis. Sorry, no coder for a long time. Yeah, we know how addictive it is. And
Yeah, that's why we're still on IRC, because it's addictive.
And that's why I'm not on IRC most of the times.
Yeah, I used to be on all of the networks. I was even an operator on Dalnet and I think briefly on EFNet, if I remember correctly. No, maybe not. Anyway, I at last count when I was like really active, I was on actively like 35 different channels and talked every day, all day. Like, fuck. So now I've scaled it down, so I'm on 2 channels.
Now you are completely antisocial. That's a solution.
Not antisocial, but well, I scaled down IRC at least.
Yeah, I get that.
A lot.
Well, I think not only IRC, any sort of chats you scale it down. We
Yeah,
can see
that is true.
So it's.
I'm not very chatty on Facebook either. What? I'm not.
Yeah, you don't say. Probably some people can confirm it here. Oh my goodness! So let's check it out. What I prepared as the next request, because our prequester on duty, Lola, had a prequest 2 weeks ago, and definitely we will play this because it's a pretty funny little tune, and it was. Hang on, I'm just looking for the category here because not confusing at all that there were like 5 music compos there. Yeah, it was participating in the category of old school music, and it ranked as the 4th entry amongst 13. And don't be surprised sometimes if the results are not according to your taste, so to speak, because it always depends on the mood of the audience as well. And I can say that in the old school category there were also several entries that ranked like in the end of the, more or less on the end of the competition participants, but they were still pretty good, so it's worth to pay attention to that. The results are not always reflecting everyone's opinion, but this one is pretty good one, and it's Lala's request, who has a taste as always, and it's LFT Does Spoke the PC Speaker. Yeah, that was it. So LFT and Does Spoke the PC Speaker, and it was SID. If you haven't figured it out, well, technically it could be anything really in the old school music compo, so it's not only about SID. There was ZX Spectrum entry as well, and I believe Nintendo too. So it's like I was going through the entries, but yeah, we were kind of pretty busy with the new things to set up in the previous days as well. So
Yeah, and a bit stressed on Tuesday because we
A
hadn't
bit.
really gone through any of the entries yet.
no, it was just it was kind of last minute thingy then, and I really didn't regret that we couldn't do the show on Tuesday because I wanted to be more prepared than that. Obviously,
Yeah,
sometimes it's just.
The ISP sensed that and just cut all ties. And just
I know
killed
how
it.
to do that. Yeah, it's my fault. Never mind. And yeah, greetings to Dex and Vincenzo and everyone who joined the Facebook stream. I noticed. Oh my God! No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to go there. That's totally confusing.
Yeah, but that's the same problem as you would have. Well, I have the same problem when I watch the YouTube or Facebook stream as well. But here, if you look at this screen,
Yes.
and that's less laggy.
Fantastic.
But still laggy.
Yeah, not
Anyway,
confusing at all, really.
We'll, we'll figure that shit out at some point.
Yeah, we will. I'm going to go away from that window because I'm starting to cry. Never mind. So yeah, if you have any messages to pass or forward, then do it through Slaygon. I'm not going to to check this stream now. And yeah, what? We need more poor movie music on the 64, says Malthus. Poor movie?
Porn.
Porn movie. I really need to change my glasses.
Don't you have your glasses on?
Yes,
you
I do. That's the thing. I have these glasses for like 2 years now. No, more than 2 years, maybe 3. So I have to recheck my dioptries, maybe. Yeah. At one point, it would come in really handy since I use my eyes for my work as well. So yeah, let's make sure that I see sharp.
Well, actually, regarding porn music or porn movie? No, porn movie music, yeah. Boz could create something proper with the SID. A bit of a boom chicka bow wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, and Malto said that maybe Slaygon and ziona want to enter the combo, not the combo, the Compo at Data Storm. I don't know what Compo are you talking about. Never mind. Yeah, let's play a request. Pork music request.
Yeah, there
Pork
was a
movie music.
Yeah. DMC said that even though it's kind of irritating that ziona is a little late, but I'm sure that you will fix that because you are professionals.
Yes.
And
He
yeah,
will
of course,
fix it.
over there we kind of came up with a new variation of professionals. We're pork-fessionals.
Pork-fessionals, great. Now that I stopped eating meat, not completely, but just a little, that would be really fitting. Yeah, about that later. It's not really the point. Let's play
a song so we can go on pork.
Yeah. Lord of Crystallic wants to hear Drudgery, and this is the cover by Eric Delos. I hope that I pronounced his name right. Yeah, lovely one. Thank you, Lord of
Lovely.
Crystallic, for the request. It's really nice. And DW just joined us. Yes, a Thursday show. Because, yes, our provider completely killed the page on Tuesday. Well, not intentionally killed the page, but the page died.
They killed the entire site.
Yes, the relays and the streaming and everything. But in a result of this, we will have YouTube stream coming up, a 24-hour YouTube stream soon, set up by Slaygon because it was his idea. So great.
Yes, and you are now on camera in stereo.
Why?
Because reasons.
Why would you do that?
Because it's fun with the delay.
Right, so one camera view doesn't have that much of a delay than the other, and it's so funny. Wow. Yeah, right. Just so you remember, we do this show like both of us, not only me, but...
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your show.
Yes. What? My show?
Yeah.
Well, not entirely for a while, since you joined in. Of course, I invited you to join in, but I thought that on my own I will be boring after a while, believe me. So that's not really working well. I think that it's always better when you kind of have a conversation, an actual conversation. That's why I figured out to have interviews as well. So yeah, it's a great thing. And about the meat eating, I don't know really what happened. Last week we had a lunch with my colleague who more or less tries to eat like a vegetarian way or vegan way, but he eats fish, so I don't know. And he just invited me to a place where they serve pretty good falafel there. And until that point, I ate meat almost every day. And after that falafel, I figured out that no, actually, I might need a break. And the next day, I didn't want to eat meat, and the following day, neither. And I was so surprised about that because, well, if you know me on any ways, you know that I love to eat and I love meat as well. I cannot really deny that at all. And I can eat even the biggest fatty chunks of meat. And I eat sometimes the same amount as the 2-meter tall people.
More.
Or more. Yeah, so yeah, it happens. Yeah, but never mind. For some reason now I felt like eating maybe once or twice meat this week, which is quite odd. And I think sometimes your body just knows what to do. That's about it. So...
And grOOvMiX says, well, Ziona, no one wants to see the old man in the background.
The old man?
Yes. Which is very true.
Well, yeah, age is just a number, but by him, it's not really visible, to be honest. So it's soon you're gonna be like half a century old, and yeah, look at you. You look like me by age.
I thought, wow.
And now don't tell me that I'm old.
Myself. I didn't recognize myself in the mirror in the morning. That may be why, because I look like you.
Oh, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, let's not go on this track. Do you want to snap a beer?
Huh? Yes, if the airliner provides us.
Yeah, the airliner definitely provides us. This is a pretty nice streaming music competition entry made by AceMan, who is a Pole guy. Once I have met him in person, probably at an Atari party in Poland. And he also did one remix, I think, to RKO, and he did a pretty good streaming music entry, ended up on the 5th place. Here it comes. This was probably the most pleasant beer sound ever that I heard. And it's a really nice song made around it. So, everything what I see on Facebook now is a looping animation. Is it intentional?
Well, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now it's gone.
Is it now?
Well, in a few seconds.
Oh. Great. Okay. Excellent. So we are back with our delays. Oh, and a very funny moment from today when I was talking with my colleague about a possible podcast. I really liked her idea about a specific podcast, but I don't want to spoil it because if she does it at any point, that would be funny. The point was that she said that, oh, it's so great to hear a professional's opinion. And I said, oh, well, we used to say that we are professionals. Right, I'm doing this thing only for 2 years, and yeah, right. We are here and we try to do that somehow. And this is the first time when we use even webcam. We have to get used to that, but yeah, we are professionals and we try to act like it. Maybe at one point we will become one. Right.
At some point, maybe.
Any great things happened to you on the short weekend, which was Wednesday?
Short weekend. Yeah, I slept very nicely, thank you.
Oh, yes, you did. Yeah, during that time I had 1 hour long phone calls and things, so at least everyone was busy.
Yeah, everyone was busy with their stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Cables in the way. No, don't worry about it. It's just moving some cables around.
That sounded like one of our cats entered the room, but no.
Yeah, one of them is down here sleeping.
Oh, hi, Poco, but no one can see her, right? No, it's maybe at one point she will just step up and act like a...
Grigul, no, this haircut is not very new. I've had it for, I don't know, 2 years-ish.
Yeah, but turn over your head, because now the long part of it is different. It's a ninja-like.
I don't know what it's like, but like a bicycle speed helmet.
Yeah, and then if you would use like some sort of gel on it, then it would be extremely funny.
Yeah, it goes straight back.
Yeah. Or
I should try that.
Yeah, GCS, no, it's recorded. The show is recorded on YouTube. Yes, it's recorded on Facebook as well, but on Facebook we didn't manage to stream right from the start. So I think the YouTube would be a safer bet. And of course, it's always available later on in Slay Radio's archive in MP3 format. That is very true. And Leo says 44 days to go. Yay! Until Hull and the concert. And yeah, it's like really a once in a lifetime experience. So if you haven't reserved your tickets yet to Hull, I strongly recommend you to do so, because it's gonna be a blast. You never heard 64 music in that beautiful symphonic form. So you should just join us and enjoy. And everyone will be there, by the way, who counts, from Rob Hubbard through Chris Abbott. Well, it's like, seriously, literally
Paul Norman.
Yeah, all the big composers, they try to be there. And yeah, we all will be there. And we will make sure that, I don't know, everyone will feel okay around us, at least. And we will feel okay too, let's say that. Yeah. And I think that we...
The funny thing here, Leia, she flies from hell to Hull.
Yeah, that's the funniest thing ever. Because there's an actual place called Hell in Norway. No way.
No way!
But yes, way. So... Yes, and can't wait to get back to Norway this year as well. Hopefully for a longer time than before.
Yeah, I will have some vacation days at least this time. Last time I didn't. Mm-hmm. So that will be good.
Yeah, and I will have them too, hopefully, if I'm over my trial period. And
well, technically no, because you get your vacation days in April.
Oh. And that's
was how
now.
It works.
Oh, Swedish system. Okay. Yeah, I get your point. But still, if we go to Bergen, we have to do a bigger sightseeing than last year, because it was amazing. So I don't accept any objections to that, even if there will be like...
You mean you will accept objections, but you will ignore them?
Yes. Yeah. Even if there would be typical bug and weather, which means such a rain that you have never seen before. It literally shower, but I don't mind. I will be well prepared to that as well. I have proper rain jackets now. So, yeah, let's proceed with the request, because after that we are coming back with the next revision song. And this request... I need the proper window here. This request is Ninja DNA's request. He says, "Hi Ziona and Slaygon, good that you are back. Can we have Golden Axe by Makke? Much love." Much love to you too. Hi. And of course, you can have Makke and Golden Axe.
Hello, Zena. Makke.
Good.
Good.
As usual. Right.
Golden X.
Yeah, pretty good. And Loki, if you want to have a second request, you can, because unfortunately we don't have a Babylon,
Babylon,
whatever, Babylon remix. Yeah, so just feel free to ask anything else if you feel like. And yeah, we are almost at the half of the show, but still we have a lot of things to play. And it's not only the requests, of course, because every second song is from Revision today. So amongst your requests, we try to show a lot of nice new demo scene related, Compo related songs. And it's really odd. When I check the stream on Facebook, it's really odd that we are talking when we are not talking, actually.
Yes.
So,
and that's a problem that, with your camera all the time, because there's like 2 or 4 second delay on that one.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So I was wondering about continuing with some nice song from the Oldschool music competition. And this song didn't end up on a very in the very first top 10. However, it's a really greatly made song, and our dear friend Vincenzo made it. And it's not enough. It's also the music of the invitation of the I'm sorry, I'm so sad about it. Rock Party 2019, which highly likely I won't be able to attend this year, and this is why it's... I'm
because
sorry.
Where are you going instead?
Data store.
Yeah, actually, I have some on the camera now. You should see a few parties here at the top. Rock, function, revision.
Yay!
Everybody. And of course, this is the Sid Rip.
Yeah, Sid Rip, who will be there at Rock Party, by the way, playing on stage as usual, I think. So, yeah, highly likely. And yeah, Vincenzo always helps in the sound settings there as well. And he's a pretty versatile guy, and he does really great things with music and sounds. And
sounds like you're gonna start to cry now.
Yeah, I'm so sad I can't. I don't know.
Can't even.
No, it's just I don't know. It's just the worst thing ever that these two parties are the same weekend, because it's. I really had to think of that, and of course the conclusion was that sure, I know almost everyone on Rock Party. That's why it's great to go there. However, if I want to know more people in the city where I actually live for 1.5 years now, probably it would be worth to go to Datastorm, because...
Yeah, well, Datastorm mostly is people from outside of Gothenburg, so I don't know if your plan really will work.
Yeah, maybe not only Gothenburg people, but the scene here is slightly different, I think, than there.
It is.
Mostly because of location.
People,
yeah, of course there are people who are visiting, like Theo, for instance, and Theo also did a track which ended up in streaming music competition on the 3rd place, so we will get back to that later on. But if you are Battlestar Galactica fans, then you will especially enjoy the next Sid participating in the Oldschool music competition made by Vincenzo, and I think it's a kick-ass work, and it's the music of this year's Rock Party invitation.
Party!
Yeah, so anyone who is a fan of Battlestar Galactica probably recognized the melody lines there, I'd say. Vincenzo and Battlestar Watchtowerica. And yeah, all about upcoming parties, I guess. Yeah, that's about it. And yeah, Loki had his second request, and now, yes, definitely we can play a Draconus remix. So I lined it up as the next one. And yeah, Martus knows that I will be at Datastorm. I know, and you need a reason to visit Gothenburg since we don't have Slay Radio gatherings, right? We know that too.
And they stole our weekend.
Yes, but now you don't have Slay gatherings, so they didn't,
Well,
actually.
Of course they did.
Even if we don't have any. Right. So you say it's your weekend. Or
It's Slay Radio's weekend, yes.
Yeah.
Always been. Well, not always, but for the
Always
past what 13 years. Every first weekend of August we had.
So
the
did
gathering.
all the other events paid attention to your weekend?
No, but Datastorm did.
Ah, okay. Well, it's
Because same city, etc.
Yeah, it happens in the same
people,
city.
blah blah blah, etc. Blah blah
got
blah.
Got it. But Assembly certainly didn't pay attention.
Nah, they don't give a shit.
Yeah, they are not in a position to give a shit.
Yeah, but it's not the same people either. So
yeah, I know. It's just so you know, it's like there's Zarok Party, Datastorm, and Assembly will happen at the same weekend as well. Not that I planned to go there, but it's just awkward. 3 parties on the same weekend, and I know people who would be happy to go to all of them, and yeah. No, it's just not good.
Nah.
Yeah. Oh, and there is the second cat now. We have both of them? Yeah, we have both of them. Yeah. Is she visible on the stream now?
No.
No. So you can only hear her little painful voice.
She might be visible now.
What are you? You were advertising 8-Bit Symphony there.
Yes.
We weren't even talking about 8-Bit Symphony right now, but we can.
Now she's visible. Because
Where?
Oops. Okay.
Oh,
I
now
have a
she's
cat.
really visible. Just show your cam.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. She will come now.
yeah.
Yeah, because
There
it's
we
a
go.
slight delay. Zelda. Yeah. So yeah, she is Zelda.
Hey, Zelda.
That's how we communicate day by day. Yeah, I
Oh, yeah.
have a feeling I have to keep you with words because now we will just get. Yeah, now we will get the problems that they cannot see the cat. There is the kitten.
Yeah.
The 7-year-old kitten behind Slaygon. Yes. It's unbelievable. Yeah, she jumped down. So she's 7 years old, but she still looks like a kitten.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a grumpy old lady on the floor who is 9 years old, but she certainly sounds like a grumpy old lady.
Everything she says is grumpy.
Yeah. Indeed. So,
Whiny rather than grumpy.
whiny, but Zelda is also whiny, so that's not really making a difference.
Yeah, but she doesn't sound so whiny. She sounds more sad and desperate or something. I don't know. It's just weird. She
Yeah.
sounds like a kitten, like a proper kitten who hasn't grown up yet, but she's 7.
Yeah.
Weird.
So she's like Slaygon. He hasn't grown up yet either. Oh well. Okay, how about playing the next request?
Sounds great.
Yeah,
I don't know. Does it sound great?
I hope so, because Loki requested either Metroid or Draconus remix, and he says that he's on the Metro at the moment. I'm not really sure if he's still in the Metro, because it's been a while since he has written that, 10 minutes ago. But he has a signal he's in Prague, a beautiful city, by the way. I really like it.
Nice.
And what about Draconus remix? So what about it? I prepared a Chabee's version of that.
Chabee is always good.
Yep, indeed.
So let's go.
Yay. So there you go, Loki. Hope you liked it and hope you are still listening, even if you are in the metro of Prague. I've been there once. Have you visited Prague, Slaygon?
I have
Ever?
not.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
That would be worth to go at one point.
Oh, it's a bit too far away from my living room.
Ah, right, okay. I have no more questions. You couch potato. Ah, right. Yeah, thanks to JCS who reminded me of a very important event, so to speak, or, well, anniversary, so to speak. Commodore declared bankruptcy. Jesus, I cannot
Bankruptcy.
talk. Bankruptcy. Thank you very much. Exactly 25 years ago. So, not exactly that day, but definitely around Monday, Tuesday. So, unfortunately, it happened in '94, and they were called Commodore International. Other names include Commodore International Limited, or most simply Commodore. And
yeah, then they have been bought up by some shitty companies that did shitty things with the name.
well, that's another stuff, yeah. So, yeah, and they were declared as the manufacturers of the world's best-selling desktop computer, the Commodore 64, from '82, and released their Amiga series in July '85. And of course, after that, they became quite successful. And unfortunately, at '94, they had to close up. And there is a very interesting video. Thank you again, GCS, to share that with us. I'm going to post it to the channel and to Facebook as well. It's a last walk in the factory. And I'm just going to write a comment to it, so for future reference everyone can see it. And there we go. It's a very nice YouTube video, so you can watch it after the show ends, I guess. It requires like multi-focus and concentration, which I'm not really good at, so, you know, it's just just a thing. Others might be better than that. Better at that than I am. And any comments to that?
No. The video itself was kind of boring about the closed down Amiga factory, but it was interesting to see anyway.
Yeah, yeah. It is Commodore's factory. It's of course it's interesting to see it, even if it was already empty.
Oh, I thought it was specifically an Amiga factory.
Well, it's called Last Day of a Commodore Amiga Factory.
Yeah, exactly. Commodore
kind of,
Amiga.
Yeah, sorry about that, because it's been a while. I haven't checked it now. I definitely checked it like 2-3 days ago, but so many things happened since. So I just wanted to post it. I prepared the link for everyone. And the MTM said on Messenger here that don't miss Retro Spelsmässan.
Oh yeah, it's on Saturday.
Dag. Yeah, it's here in Gothenburg on Saturday, and retro games and stuff and everything, and exhibition and
stuff and things. And
I'm not sure if we will be there, but we will see.
Yeah,
maybe we will just.
I think I
spontaneously
kind of said going or something on the Facebook event. I can't remember.
You kind of said, but it doesn't really.
I can't remember. I do get notifications, so either said interested or going. I can't remember which of them I said, but I do get updates on that.
Yeah. Okay. I think I get some updates too, and. Yeah, we will see it. And since we were playing songs from Chabee and Vincenzo before, well, forgive me everyone that I'm being a patriot here, but there is a very
She's
nice...
a bit homesick.
No, actually not really now, but definitely I still appreciate the things what we do. And here comes Theo, who did a pretty nice Goa track. as usual, we can get used to Theo's style, recent style, and it ended up being the third entry of the streaming music competition on the Revision Party. So here it comes, a little bit of
third place. I guess.
third place. Thank you for correction. Yes. Yeah, Top 64 really likes this tune. I can understand it. It's really nice. Anyone loves astral projection and similar things will like Theo as well. I'm pretty sure of that.
grOOvMiX was very helpful on YouTube, saying that the kitty just went upstairs if we both missed her. So, yeah, thanks. Great.
Thank you. That's very nice
said
of you.
It's great with this camera setup because then we can have the audience babysit the cats. So, and then he said, yeah, but we don't work for free. So I offered for you a few free TCP packets. So I think that hopefully will cover that.
That's very
Maybe.
generous of you.
Oh yeah, we're the first to notice if someone unwanted walks down the stairs. Yeah, yell very loudly.
Yeah, especially with the delay. Yeah, it's like when you yell, our heads will be cut off already. But never mind.
Exactly.
Yeah, never mind. So,
Kitty coming back downstairs.
oh,
Hey, Zelda.
hey. Yeah, there she is. Okay then, if you say
Right.
so. So Loki confirmed that he is back on surface from the metro and heard it all. Thanks. Very welcome, of course. And Grigul had a nice request. Deoed to Death by Zisho and Reyn. However, we don't have it here.
We have it somewhere, but we can't be arsed to find it right now.
But since it's Deo,
Yeah.
I would probably play for you Reyn's Deflektor instead.
Teo. Oh, we
Teo,
just
Teo.
played Teo.
Yeah, Teo. That's another stuff, but yes. So if you would be okay with that for now, we would play this and we will dig that thing up. Probably it's somewhere at one of the hard drives of Slaygon's at some point in the history. Once upon a time, I don't know.
It's somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. That's his definition for that. And here it comes, Reyn and Deflektor.
Teo.
Da-da-da.
No. splunge.
Yeah, you really have to add this in the end.
Of course.
I get it. You just cannot miss that opportunity.
Oh, sorry, I
Regardless.
should have said Deo Deo.
Deo.
Mayo Mayo. Teo Teo.
Almost.
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 Almost. Close but no Deo.
And some friends and...
Close but no Deo.
Yeah, I cannot really add anything to this. What if we would play some of your friends' tracks?
Some of my friends'
Some
tracks.
of your friends, yeah. Some of your friends called Romeo Knight, maybe.
Yes, I seem to remember something about a penis.
Yeah, that is what probably everyone seems to remember about this entry, because the name of the entry is Music to Worship the Massive Penis of God. And
well, obviously it's massive.
Massive?
The size of a universe, or several, who knows. No, this universe is just a tip.
Yeah, of course, it's a big universe, a big
yes.
big penis of God, obviously.
Yeah, because God is a big dick.
Yeah, but we are not here to qualify his size or anything. But Romeo Knight and Firefox and Xerxes,
I would say.
Xerxes did a Cope track, and it ended up at the 6th place of streaming music Compo. And since it has this title that we just cannot miss, of course we have to play it, because why not? a pretty nice track by Romeo Knight, Firefox, and Xerxes, and an even nicer title for
Indeed.
it. So, this massive is God's penis, if we could talk about that. They claimed it, not me, so it's on them. All on them.
All on them!
Yay, and the next remix that I lined up, the next request that I lined up. Oh, hey, Poco. Hi. So, you have an opinion as well?
They usually come down like 10-ish an hour before we stop the show.
Yeah, because then
they get bored upstairs.
Exactly, they ask, what the fuck are we doing here still? And
just sitting around talking in those black boxes or
exactly.
tubes.
There's no one here to listen, so we don't understand you humans. But apparently we do the show until 11 and we have still a lot of great tracks to play. So we definitely will do that. And the next track, the artist of the next track will be in Hull for sure. I know that because she is on the channel as well with us. Haha.
Haha.
And this is her first RKO entry, which turned out to be very great. And she's Leah, of course. And she will take a Mordy as well with her, probably, to Hull.
Hopefully. Highly
likely, I'd say. And yeah, Malthus requested this because, well, he was asking,
request,
how about a new tune? Malthus, this is what we are playing actually, almost the entire evening, new tunes, because they were just released, like literally every second tune was released 2 weeks ago. So they are relatively new. So what do you mean by how about a new tune?
It's old crap. It's like a few weeks old already.
Or maybe he referred to the previous request that I tend to ignore because it was Gung. And it's certainly not new.
We have automatic filters in front of our eyes.
Yeah, exactly. We don't see that. So, but even fast loaders admitted that the vocals on Gung's Last Ninja version, they are good.
Yeah.
So
unfortunately, the song isn't, but
but the vocals at least are. Yeah, so, yeah, how about a new tune, which is made by...
Which is not Gung.
Which is not... Yeah, we definitely support that, especially if it's Leah and Disgrace, Dreamers remix. Here it comes for Malthus.
They call us dreamers, but
Beautiful track.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, isn't it beautiful? I really like it.
Yes, it's very, very nice.
Indeed.
Indeedly doodly.
64 people!
Yes.
And not only 64 people, yes. That's just the whole page. Yeah. We have so many channels now that we just cannot keep track of the listeners. Oh my god.
Working on that too. But again, time.
Yeah, I still don't like that my computer cannot play music now.
Yeah, we'll sort that for next time.
I'm not happy. I wanted to play some tracked music here, and your players are not capable to play impulse tracker music here.
Yeah, it's very, very rare that I need impulse tracker songs in Cubase. So, yeah, no.
I'm not talking to you now. Horrible. Jesus Christ, I have to look for something else.
Sorry. We'll sort that for next time. Shouldn't be that much of a problem to fix that, but yeah, well.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, well, next week.
Yeah, well, okay.
Next week you can play it.
It. Play it. Yeah, so,
Dot it. Hey, dot it.
Hang on a minute. How about playing LMan's streaming entry?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
You don't know which one it is from the 4 entries that he did, right?
He only did one for the streaming, right?
Yeah, one for each category.
Yeah.
He skipped only one category, but he was participating in 4 music compos out of 5.
He's quite prolific and really damn good. And he also competed in the modern graphics compo.
Oh yeah, he had an amazing hand-drawn graphics made by pencils. I don't think he used any other techniques for that. But
just pencil drawings.
Yeah, indeed. Drawn of Natasha, his wife.
Indeed.
Yeah, so beautiful entries in the graphics competition as well. And yeah, you have to check that out. Probably I should already provide an FTP access to those things, so sorry about that. So yeah, here comes LMan's Run Little Squirrel, a very cheerful little ditty. That was a very cheerful squirrel made by LMan. Nice. Nice. And the Black Lotus, as usual, made everyone wonder in the Amiga demo competition. Probably this was the biggest blast that they did. And I'm providing now the party material URL on scene.org's FTP, which is the easiest way probably to get everything. So there you go. All the categories, all the good stuff, and all the things that we cannot really provide here through the radio, because we are still primarily a radio station, not a video streamer something, so to speak. So all the revision party stuff. Yep.
I posted it on Facebook and YouTube as well.
Oh, why did I just provided, that's odd. Yeah, but there we go. Never mind. Oh. Yeah, so you can reach the link from a browser, simple browser as well. And good night, LP Chip. It was great that you were with us. And
night, LP Chip.
Nighty night. We might still play your second request. We will see, but still there are requests ahead, and still there are great music to play and introduce for you.
Yeah, and LP Chip also said, really changed my Tuesday today. Yeah, I think it kind of feels like it's later in the week for some odd reason.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's not why. Tuesday anymore. Almost.
Yeah, almost. Almost.
I always thought you did your shows in your pajamas and nighties. Yeah, we did, actually. Sometimes in my underwear too, but yeah, you know.
Yeah, maybe not now.
Maybe not.
Maybe. Just maybe. And hi, JCS. Again. Not JCS, GCS, right?
G.
Yeah, I really should remember the difference between J and G. So GCS wants to hear Gavin Lucas and Last Ninja Central Park guitar mix. So why not?
Oops. Oh. I went black.
Oh, that's time for us to play the song then.
Indeed.
everyone.
And I'm not black anymore because I have a backup camera.
You have a black up camera.
And it's a bit blurry, apparently.
Starting to be like you. Horrible.
It's horrible.
Yeah. All those puns and, yeah. Gothenburg things like cheeses. Cheeses like in a bakery. Literally. The cheesy stuff.
Indeed.
But I might have mentioned this. What have you done with the microphone? I heard something.
Yeah, I moved it back.
Aha, right.
So I was leaning forward earlier.
Yeah, and cheers, Sina. Sina, I know. Said we changed the calendar format again. It's Slay Radio calendar format that switches Tuesday for Thursday. Yes.
Yes, and this week was interesting because it was Monday, Friday, Sunday, Monday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, very weird week.
Will be.
Mm-hmm. Definitely very weird week. And what could make it more weird than a very nice tracked music competition entry made by Trias, and this is how rednecks go on speed. Rednecks on speed. You remember this, right?
Yeah.
I have shown
Cotton
you.
Eye Joe and all that shit. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is like a piece that probably you just want to hear once at least in your life because you have to.
Once will probably be enough.
Yeah, it's a very unique piece, so here it comes. Well, tell me that it's not a unique piece.
It is.
It is. It ended up on the 4th place, actually. So almost in the top
track.
3. Yeah, it is. It is a fun track indeed. And it's tracked music, so just so you remember. And I figured out you have a player for modules, but you didn't know about it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
that
forgot,
would be
because I never use it.
that would be an exaggeration to say, because we don't really call it as a module player, but it has the capacity to play modules. The question is how great it will play them, but we will definitely investigate this later on.
Probably as good as any other, because they're most of those things use the same DLLs to play them. They're just skinned differently.
Oh, that's good to know.
I do think XM Play might actually be a better one, and I do have XM Play there. Does that play IT files?
I think so.
Yeah.
You do have XM Play, and you just told me that?
Yeah, I forgot. It's not installed.
Uh-huh.
It's like SID Play is not installed either, because you don't need to install it.
Yeah.
You just run the executable from the
Yeah, but you know,
director.
I so didn't get used to this, that you don't have the instant search function here.
Because I switched it off.
Ah, right.
Because it keeps indexing the fucking drives, and it drives me nuts, especially when you're working with audio. You don't want the hard drives to start going off.
Well,
every now
I
and
don't
then.
want to start a war, and I'm not really a blind believer, but macOS can do that. So,
not when you're working with audio, because it has the same problem with real-time audio pipe. Uses a lot of I/O bandwidth, and if you start reading a lot on the hard drives, you have the same problem.
Yeah, that's a good point. Most of the times it works well for me, but yeah, you might be right. Fairly recently I didn't cut that much sound, so yeah, never mind. Tab64 is with us, and he wants to hear a Sid original. Hi Slay listeners, hope you recovered from revision and all that parties around. I hope that those people who attended after 2 weeks are recovered at least. So let's hope so. And I'd like to share toy balls from Tim Kleinert with you. Why not? So it's a SID. It's going to be played through DeepSID. Sponsored by DeepSID. No, we are not sponsored by
Dipshit.
Dipshit. No, it's not really a dipshit either. It's a very nice player. So here comes a toy balls for Tab64. So this was toy balls made by Timothy Walter Kleinert for the request of Tab64, and this was subtune 1. Wasn't specified which subtune you want, so I hope that was the one, but if not, then well, maybe next time. Sorry about that. So
well, I think DeepSeed adheres to the default or the preferred tune,
most of the times,
which is specified in the HVSC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most of the times it does, definitely. So I'm hoping for that too. And since it has like 15 subtunes, it's kind of hard to remember. So certainly it would be even hard to remember for those people who actually played all those games. And imagine for us who didn't. So we were mostly crazy about the music, and now we can actually play the XM play here, and I really like the idea that you at least have a module player that we can use. And
it needs no install, so that's good.
Yeah, I know you are paranoid, and it's understandable because anyone can change a config. And there is a nice musician friend of mine from Egypt called Bakter, and they do pretty great tracks. He participated in the tracked music compo, and their entry ended up somewhere at the 6th place in the tracked music competition, and I think it's a worth to listen piece. So this is Time to Fly by Bakter and Saga Musix. Well, that went well, I would say. Clap for the XM play. That was working well.
Yeah.
Good.
It played something.
Something. Yeah, probably that was the intention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we are talking about a module which had either 8 or 16 channels, I think. Not really sure about that.
Doesn't it say that in the
yeah,
info
it
for the thing?
should. It should, but when I stopped playing, lost the info. Here we go. It's no, sorry, it's 37 channels. Wow.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah, 41 instruments and 57 patterns.
Wow.
If it does say anything to anyone who tried to do music, module music, so, well, most of the people at least know what we are talking about here, I think.
Yeah,
And
my mother might not, but...
not everyone, of course, but yeah, it was a really nice form of doing music, especially in the 90s, I think.
Diddly doodly.
Diddly doodly. And we are at the point when we have half hour left from today's show, and we still have some requests ahead. Pararome, hi, nice to see you again, wants to hear Sid, and he claimed that it's an original Sid. Here I would question it, because actually it's Onward Ride, and sure, it's a Sid. However, the original piece, it is probably not the Sid itself. It's rather a Sid remix made by Hannula Flex Antti. Sounds really Finnish.
Indeed. Very, very Finnish.
Indeed, and Onward Ride is a melody that most of you probably will know when I play it. So, Pararom, here it comes. Don't sleep. Yeah, people say, some of the people say those were the days, and this melody. Yes, definitely, this is a very well-known melody. Onward Ride, and this was a Sid remix of it. So
A very nice one at that.
yeah, indeed. Made by
Classic arpeggios
Hannula
in there.
Antti. Am I
Antti Hannula.
Antti Hannula? Oh wow, wow, getting there. Look at that. Okay. So yep, a nice one. And since this was a request, the next song will be a revision song, and I think that it's time for us to introduce you the winner of the streaming music competition, which is probably the most popular category right now, because you can use anything you want for that music category, and it doesn't have any limitations really. Of course, maybe time-wise it does, but you can use any techniques
I think it
for
was
that.
like maximum 4 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, they play maximum 4 minutes, but the song itself can be longer. So it's just the introduction part that probably it's good if you do your song like in 4 minutes, they hear the point. But other than that, of course, there was executable music, old school music, and track music, and all of them has their limitations. So streaming music is most probably the most popular category nowadays. And NetPoet won this category with It's On. This is the track title, and NetPoet is around the scene for quite a while, I would say, at least from the 90s. I'm not sure about the 80s, but for sure I heard about him around 99 already. So yeah, he is around.
And I know Arok does this, that the entries can be longer. I just checked here. It says maximum playing time is 4 minutes. Going over this limit will result in disqualification.
Oh,
So they are a bit rougher on those rules.
Oh
over there.
yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Wow, that's something. Okay, I didn't know that. Thank you for
Well, me either.
clarifying that. Yeah, that is important actually. So yeah, it's like, I don't know why it's so easy to do a simple fade out after 4 minutes, but yeah, apparently these are their rules. And also remote entries are not allowed, so they only allow to participate those who actually visit the party. So that is good to know about revision. But I think otherwise there would be like loads of entries there, because it's the most popular
Kind of
demo
a
scene
big
event.
party anyway, so there's going to be a bunch of entries either way. So
Yeah, there were 16 entries in the streaming music category, and the following one was the winner.
Oh shit, that's loud. Hey, dude, wake up. I'm choking. Are you even human? Balling out. Yo, yo. Yeah. It's on. 3, 2, 1. It's on. On. Pick your face up. slap, slap, tap. It's on. We in this bitch. 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 It's on. 3, 2,
1. Jolly, happy little song.
Yeah, indeed. And quite outstanding and unusual as well. So
Yeah, indeed.
yeah, I think it won the attention of the crowd for sure.
Yeah, I can imagine it, getting the crowd going when playing that live there.
Yeah, definitely on big speakers,
Mm-hmm.
huge speakers.
Huge! Were they made in China?
What?
Because Trump says huge, and he also says China instead of China.
Oh, right. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And we have another excellent opportunity to test X and play here. Wee! Unknown user RevCeo wants to hear Lost Patrol, the module. Yeah, why not? And I prepared it here, and well, I really hope it will play well. I cannot guarantee anything, but I think it will work out. There's a slight chance for that. So let's check this thing out.
Check it! That was a bit abrupt.
Yeah, all of a sudden. Yeah.
Both of us completely unprepared.
Yeah, never mind. I'm definitely prepared with a next song at least. So
Oh, that's good.
yeah, it's all right. Don't be afraid, people. It's only 10 minutes left of the show anyway, but still we have some requesters here, and I would love them to hear a song at least that they requested. So here is, for instance, Simon from Canada, and he wants to hear Spy vs. Spy 64.
Spy versus spy.
Spy versus Spy versus Spy.
Versus spy versus spy versus spy.
Versus Spy 64 remix. Anyone you like? Well, I definitely like someone's remix the most, who is called Luke Hash. Yeah, exactly. It's not really difficult to figure out, and cheers to you, Simon from Canada, and thanks for requesting this little song. You never can get bored of this remix. I never can, at least. I don't know how it's with you, but definitely
it's good.
It's good. It's really good. Good. This is how you say it. It's... Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just kicking the table around. Because it's fun.
Okay.
And I have large feet.
Yeah. Yes, we know it. Yeah, we are approaching slightly the end of the show, and yeah, because still our dear requesters get at least one request of the evening, I decided to leave one revision song as an exit tune, but before that we still have Socrates Navrosidis, and via Facebook he had a request. I send you my best Greek Commodore-ish wishes, he says, and he would love to hear intro from Jeruntel originally, CZ Tunes remix. Yeah, he did a pretty nice remix out of this. Or Giana Sisters from DHS, Keep the Scene Alive. I think that the first one we hear a bit more rarely than the second one. So therefore definitely CZ Tunes is coming up. And after it, probably we will say goodbye for today. Wonderful. Really like this.
Indeed. Very, very nice. Very nice.
There was a reason why it became the part of the Megamix last year. Yes. Last year. I'm not finished with it yet. Because October, BitLive.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know the exact date yet, but you prepare yourself. Second or third weekend. But before that, prepare yourselves for Hull. And you really gotta be there. Middle of June, 15th of June, Hull.
8-bit symphony.
Yay. So, yeah. Lot of great events in the summer as well. And I'm pretty sure, Yes, exactly. Oh, Slaygon has the real-time banner there. Look at that. Very nice. And if you check back on Slay Radio, you might never know if Gazoo surprises you with the Sunday show, as usual. As usually, you never know. Because this is what we learn usually, like 2 days or 3 days before. But that's how we add our shows as well. But if we don't tell you specifically that we won't do a show on Tuesdays, then we usually do a show. This is the default setting. On Thursday, this was a really, really exceptional moment. So yeah, 3 hours moment, 3 hours long moment, quite long one, never mind. So yeah, it's you can count on us on Tuesdays mostly, not on Thursdays, but that was a once in a 20 years event now on.
Hopefully.
Yeah, let's hope so at least. And on Boss Radio, of course, you can count on usual suspects such as illegalities with Illy tomorrow, Keys' Corner as well tomorrow. They have like 3 hours in between, so UTC 5 and UTC 8 they start, and the Z Factor at Saturday, the Beaver at Sunday, and I'm not really reading all the schedule because there are a lot of things happening there, but here is
but you
your
can check
link.
it, bossradio.com/shows.
Yes, or schedule, both works, and keep up with us because next Tuesday we will be back. And yes, Zelda came to say goodbye as well. You can see her, I guess, on the camera.
You should be able to see her on the camera, yeah.
Yeah, she is there. So she just came to say goodbye.
And take over and do the meow hour.
Yeah, indeed, it's her time now. And thank you everyone for listening to us. I hope that we could show you something different and new today. Certainly we aim for that. And next week we will be back. And the topic is uncovered yet, but you will see. Surprise.
It's not uncovered yet.
Well, we didn't say what the show will be about yet.
Exactly, so we haven't uncovered it yet.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's uncovered yet.
No, it's not uncovered yet.
Oh, we will talk about the grammar later. Never mind. We wish you a very good night for everyone. Thank you very much for keeping up with us and our stupidities here.
Are you keeping up with the Slay Radio?
Yeah, that type of silly things. And have a very good night and see you next week.
Good night and see you in next week and also in June.
Yeah, in Hull, of course. And as an exit tune, we have Right and Bastard and the Fat Dandy Butterfly Slims. Yeah, this achieved the 2nd place in a streaming music competition in Revision. So good night, everyone. Good night, party participants as well. And see you at one point too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
There is a disturbance in the stream. Admiral, move the fleet to Slay Radio. I want that free TCP packet.